Episode 3: The Wound That Made the World. Gaia had groaned under the weight of her imprisoned children. She had forged the first weapon ever made, a sickle of gray flint, and called out to her sons from the dark. None of them moved. And Kronos reached out his hand. Gaia did not act with rage. She acted with precision. She made a plan, and she hid her son inside it. The earth herself concealed him. Kronos, cold ready, the sickle gripped in his right hand, tucked into the world like a secret it was keeping. Above, Uranus suspected nothing. Below, everything waited. And then, just as he always did, heaven came down. Bringing night with him, longing for love, he spread himself over the earth. And from the dark below, Kronos rose. Left hand extended forward. Right hand driving the gray flint sickle in a single wide arc. Swift, Hesiod says. It was swift. The cut was one motion. The wound that separated the sky from the earth forever. One motion. And what was severed, Kronos threw behind him, far out into the sea. What fell from the sky was not simply flesh. It was consequence. Every drop of divine blood that struck the earth. Gaia received it. And as the seasons turned, 3 kinds of beings were born from those drops. First, the Erinyes, the Furies, born not from love or union, but from a father's wound and a mother's soil. Ancient, wrathful, relentless, existing for one purpose, to punish those who shed the blood of kin. Then the giants, fully armed, holding long spears, born already dressed for war. And along the edges of the world, the Malaya, the ash tree nymphs, emerging from the trunks of ancient trees, pale and half-formed. 3 kinds of being, one wound. All of them children of violence and earth. What Kronos severed, he cast far behind him into the surging sea. The immortal flesh drifted. The sea, cold, dark, ancient Pontus received it. And something happened that had never happened before. Around the flesh, a white foam began to spread across the water, not from the waves, from what was within them. The foam grew, it spread, and within it, something was forming. She came first to holy Cythera, then to sea-girt Cyprus, and when her feet touched the land, the earth bloomed. Grass grew up about her beneath her shapely feet, Hesiod says. He gives her 4 names in one passage. Aphrodite, she who grew amid the foam. Cytherea for Cythera. Cyprogenes, born in billowy Cyprus. Philomedes, for what she came from. Hesiod calls her awful and lovely in the same breath. Both words, at the same time. She walked out of the sea, and the ground could not help itself. And she did not enter the world of the gods alone. Eros, who existed before the world had shape, who was present at the very beginning, now walked beside her. And with him, Himeros, comely desire, soft, warm, and irresistible. Together, they escorted her to the assembly of the deathless gods. And her domain was declared from that moment. The whisperings of maidens, smiles, deceits, sweet delight, love, and graciousness. Do not mistake graciousness for gentleness. She is the daughter of a wound. Her companions are the oldest force in existence and desire itself. She arrived with an escort that predates the gods she was walking toward. And somewhere above all of this, wounded, diminished, retreating forever from the earth he once covered completely, Aeneas looked down at what his children had done, and he gave them a name for it. Titans, he called them, strainers, those who strained and did presumptuously a fearful deed. He meant it as a curse, the name of what they had done branded onto them forever. But Hesiod adds one more thing before moving on. Uranus said, vengeance will come afterwards. He retreated into the sky still cursing, still promising. And his children below stood on the earth they had freed, and wore his insult like a crown. Next, while the Titans ruled the world, the dark was still building.